Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about CI remediation, how we can remediate the CI if the CI is identified as a duplicate, and what are the plan we can follow, and then if there is any CI associated with any task, how we can rectify that. All these things we are going to discuss in our today's sessions. So let's start one by one. So as you can see that I have created two server class called demo1 and demo2. Okay. What I will do, I also have created a Excel sheet. This is a separate Excel sheet that have only one row. All the old data that I have created during the demonstration, I have cleaned up. Right now, I have two data that I will work with called demo1 and demo2. Both the data class are server class, and then in my Excel I have only one data called CI12. The serial number is SN something called 12. I'll copy this number and then go back here and then set both the CI serial number as the same. Why? So let's take an example that, or let's assume that these two CI are actually a duplicate CI that got created by ServiceNow. And you can see that their discovery source are empty, and then hence it is empty. It means that somebody manually created this CI through the integration or maybe something. But these two data are actually the same data because their serial number are same. But in the ServiceNow instance, we have two entry for the same one record. Okay. Now let's see that in my Excel sheet, this is my Excel sheet. If I load the data through transform map or through ETL hub integration, what is the expectation is that I should update the name, right? But if you see that in the system, I have two entry, system will find out which record they should update. They should update the demo 1 or demo 2 because their serial number are same, and the server are going to be identified by the serial number. Okay. Now in that case, identification rule runs and find out that with the same serial number, there are two entry are present. And system got confused that which data should be updated. What they will do that they will create a duplication task, and then what it will be update. Whatever data are created first, system will think that this is a parent data or main data, and then their name will be updated. Okay. So let's see that. I'll go to this data source. Okay. And in this data source, I will open the data source that we have created earlier for our ETL hub integration. If you don't watch the ETL hub integration, you can watch that. So if I use this data source, this have the robust transform map, what it will do, it will try to update the name because the serial number are matches based on the identification rule. It will try to update the name called CI012. And as their name are CI02, what it will be update? It will update the name. The expectation is it should update the name and it identify this is a duplicate CI, and there will be a duplicate of field will be show that will be populate. Okay. Now which data duplicate of will be set? The demo 1 will be set as a duplicate of the demo 2 because this is the oldest data, and system will assume that this is the wrong data or duplicate data, and this is the current data. But a deduplication task will be created so that somebody can manually take action and identify which data is correct. And in case they want to delete that, they can delete that. Okay. Let me show you that. So I'm going to attach this Excel here. Okay. This is the Excel I'm going to attach here. So I'll click the manage attachment and remove the old attachment and add the new attachment. Okay. So new attachment added. If I click that load all data, and if I click run robot transform and click transform, this data will be updated. Demo 1 name should be updated and set the duplicate of equal to here. Now, where we can find out the duplication task? Okay. So duplication task will be available under our CMDB workspace. If you go to the CMDB workspace, under this important action, you can find out that deduplication task. Okay. If you don't, in your mind, there might be a question, if I don't run this transform job again, what will be happen? There is a scheduled job that runs every day that will take care and create a deduplication task. For demonstration purpose, I am going to attach or I'm going to run the transform map again. But in case if you don't run even that or don't do that transform map, system will run automatically a schedule job. It runs that identification rules, and based on that, it will detect the serial, both have the same serial number, and again, it will create a deduplication task. Okay, so let's run that. I'll go here and then run transform here. And then if I refresh here, you can see that duplicate of populated called demo1. Some reason name does not updated. That's okay. We'll figure it out later. But you can see right now, discovery source updated as ServiceNow. So ServiceNow assume that this is the oldest data. So we'll pick this one, and then here they updated the discovery source, and this one is the duplicate data system identify. And then what happened? It actually attached the duplicate of. Okay. And if I go back here and then if I click this deduplication dashboard, go to this view deduplication task, you can see that a entry created here called 13 with this. If I open this one, 13.1, okay. So you can see the duplicate audit result. It have called demo 1 and demo 2 here. Okay. Now let's go back to the CI again. Okay. So let's assume that demo 1 is a correct information. Demo 1 have host information is correct. Demo 1 name is correct. But in the demo 2, there are some relationship which is correct also. Okay. We'll go here and then under this demo 2, we'll add some relationship. Okay. I'll go here and then I will add some relationship. Okay. So we'll pick this Slack and then IP, these two relationship plus and then save exit. Okay. So demo 2 have a relationship which is correct. You can see that if I open that, demo 2 have two relationship we have added is correct. Okay. But demo 1 name is assumed that correct. Okay. Now let's go back to that our incident table. I'll go to this incident table. Okay, so in the incident table, there is a field called CI or configuration item. Okay, so we'll say that configuration item. Okay, in this configuration item, I will add demo 2 and demo 1, both the CI for two different incident. Okay, so I'll add that. So let's assume that this 909 here, I will say that demo 1, I'll select server, and this one I will set that called demo 2. Okay. We will put filter called demo here. Okay. So we have demo 1 and demo 2. Okay, so in a high level, let's assume, let's understand what happened. We have two CI or two entries there called demo 1 and demo 2. Demo 1 name is correct, attribute are correct. Demo 2 relationship is correct. And then demo 1 and demo 2 both have one incident. Okay. Now, if we run the remediator, what will be happen? So remediator means that we can delete that duplicate CI or we can put that CI operational status equal to retired or something. Okay, so let's do that. If we delete that, let's assume that if I delete the demo 2, what will be happen? So your demo 2 reference from the incident 905 will be automatically gone. Then you will not be able to track what was the previous configuration item because you deleted the demo 2, right? It will hold empty data because it's a reference field. Okay, so let's see that or how we can refine that. If you are retiring, that is okay. But if you delete that, what will be happen? It will be gone. Can we replace demo 2 with demo 1? Yes, we can do that. That thing also I'll show you here. So you can see that under this duplication 13, there is a detected called demo 1 and demo 2 are duplicate record. We can click the remediate option here. Once you click the remediate option, you have a two option. One is called using the duplicate CI remediator or using the template. If you do the template, it's a very easy. I'll show you in the future session, but this time I'll show you that manual option so that you understand that how the process is running. I'll select that, use the duplicate CI remediator and click the remediate option. Okay, so this is the remediator widget. You can see that. Now in your data foundation, a lot of questions came like, what are the tabs available under select main CI tabs? Okay, so we have two tabs called recommended and all. You can see the all and the recommended. If you, let's assume that it detects that 15, 16 or multiple CI, all the CI will be present under the all, and then whatever will be recommended, that will be shown here. Right now I have two CI, right? That's the reason recommended and all both have the same data. But let's assume that here under configuration item, and you have same serial number or identification matches that 10 record, it will show all here under your remediator. Okay. Now it is asking me to select that main CI. Okay. What should be the main CI? I will say that, okay, so the main CI should be for me is the demo one because their name is correct. It is saying that recommendation, most related item is there, newest discovery and oldest creation. So this is created first. This is has been discovery by discover and most related item is there. And this one saying what? It have the most relationship. Demo 2 have most relationship. Okay. And it is latestly updated. Okay. So and you can see that under related item, you can see that 5 and 4. So this one have 5 related item, this one have 4. Why? Because they have something called serial number, they have CI also, right? So I'll select the main CI equal to my demo CI. And then I will select that remediate manually. Okay, I'll select the remediate manual. If you use the main CI, there will be a problem. So I have to manually move the relationship between demo to the demo one. Then I have to update that all this stuff. So I'll select the remediate manually. Then after that, you can see that there are some attribute name mismatch. What is the mismatch? Here you can see that main CI, the name is called demo one, and then here host name is called demo one for the main CI. But in this here, you can see that if you can compare that, it actually have a demo 2. So you can see this is the name is demo 2. Okay. Then under the host, what we have here, we have a host name called demo 1 and then demo 2. For main CI, it is a demo 1, and for that other, it have a demo 2. Okay. So let's say that what I want from the main CI, let's if I go back here under this demo 1, the name is correct. The host name is wrong. Host name is correct under demo 2. That also have option. If I click here, it's not yet remediate. If I bring the host name here, let's see if I can bring that. No, host name is not present here. But if I open this CI side by side, okay. So you can see the demo 1, host name is called demo 1, and then demo 2, host name is called demo 2. Let's assume that here name is correct and I should pick from the main CI. But host name should be picked from what? From here. Maybe I'm just assuming that. In that case also, we can have other value and then we can select this one and then select here. Okay. So we select that proposed value change. It's saying that proposed value change. So I want to update that from the demo 2. We can go to the next one. Then relationship merge. Okay. I want to merge the relationship, right? Whatever the relationship is present under demo 1, right now demo 1 doesn't have any relationship, but demo 2 have a relationship. I want to merge that relationship. Yes, I want to merge. You have an option, do not merge relationship. You can see the relationship here. But if you select do not merge, it will not merge. I want to merge all the relationship. Now, there are related list. I want to merge the related list. So we can select that what all related list I want to merge. We can select that and then go forward. What will be happen? Whatever related list is present under demo 1 and demo 2, both will be merged and then move to the demo 1. We'll go to the next step. Now, determine duplicate CI action. What I want to do? Do I need to be delete that configuration item 2? Yes, I want to delete. Or do we want to update that operational status? I can do anything, okay? So here I have two options. I can select that operational status should be retired or duplicate, something like that. Or I can just simply delete that duplicate CI. I will delete that duplicate CI for the time being, okay? Remember that It's saying that duplicate CI deleted along with the reference record will be cascade rule. We'll go to the next. You can see that relationship, this is a review screen. Relationship will be merged. Whatever relationship, two relationship will be merged because under the demo, two relationship is there. That will be merged here. Two related item will be merged. We can review the related item. We can go to this related item and you can see that incident here called incident record here. Select that and we can find out that. So this record will be merged here. This is what saying that this record will be merged here. Demo 2 will be merged here. This is what it is showing. And relationship that also showing that will be moved there. We'll click the submit button here. It will be subsequent action will be triggered. We'll click the process. It's saying that deduplication is in progress. In this screen, you can see the three dialog box. One is called reviewer identification rule. So system is saying why the delete happened. Although I have an identification rule, why the deletion, this identification rule cannot find out the duplicate CI. Why this has happened? Because we created manually. So it's saying that review the identification rule, check the progress or view the main CI. We'll click the check progress here. And you can see it's completed. Okay. So duplicate CI detected, total number of CI deleted 1. This is the server CSID that's showing. If I refresh here, the demo 2 should be deleted. So demo 2 gone, demo 1 is present. Incident should be moved here. All this should be point to the demo 1. Let's see. All are pointed to the demo 1. And then under the demo 1, okay, the relationship should be visible. You can see that relationship is moved from demo 2 to demo 1. And then we have wisely selected that I want to move the demo, host name from demo 2 to demo 1. That also updated here. So using this remediator, these things, you can also complete this scenario. I hope you clear on this part. If you have still any doubt or any question, let me know in my comment section. Thank you very much. Have a great day.